Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the hamlet of Butterstone in Perthshire for the 183rd time for another wee half an hour concert from the old schoolhouse here in Perthshire in Scotland. And it's been an incredibly warm couple of days here, incredible hot days. And somebody told me just before I come on that it was World Bee Day today for bees, I think my bees. I had I had a very stressful day yesterday with my bees because they all swarmed within an hour. I think they must have known that there was going to be some kind of celebration of Bee Day or something. And anyway, I'll tell you a wee bit more about that after this. But I'm going to start off with this wee song, which I wrote. It's an old song of mine, which I wrote for my grandfather and my great-grandfather and my grandfather. We called him Shenner, which is Gaelic for grandfather. My grandparents were native Gaelic speakers, and my great-grandfather came from the island of Mull. And Shenner is Scottish Gaelic for grandfather. And so we had Shenner, and then we had Old Shenner, who was my great-grandfather. Anyway, they were shepherds, and I always thought they must have, the island's beautiful, and they must have kind of pined for it once they left and came over to the mainland. Anyway, this is a really old song, and it was a request actually for John Coffey from Guernsey. I wonder if John's watching, but that's for John Coffey. This is so we'll try it now and see how we go on. Oh, and could you please welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces, who will be accompanying me tonight with their usual virtuosity. And we'll try this and see this. How we going? From the island of the mountains to the hills across Argyll, with a heart that is so broken with every weary mile, and he'll never hear the whisper of his Hebridean wind, or the thunder of the ocean as the mensch tumbling in. And he's holding out, he's holding out on the frayed edge of time, on the borderline. And he rests the tired shepherd where the gentle Devon flows, but inside there is a yearning, and no one really knows. And in the quiet of the evening, he would sing his island songs for the ashes of his fathers and the children of his sons. And he's holding out, he's holding out on the frayed edge of time, on the and these chains have not been broken, and our 1,000 reasons why, but our answer's there somewhere in the Hebridean sky, and we're holding out. We're holding out on the frayed edge of time, on the Thank you very much, and that's my wee song, Shenner's song. And I'm glad I was able to remember it, actually. It's such an old song of mine, you know, and it's not something that I sing very often these days. But that's what these live broadcasts are great for, because I can pick up a song like that and have a wee go at it. And if it goes pear-shaped, then I know that you're going to be nice and, well, you can't throw anything at that because there's nobody here to do that. Anyway, I'm going to do this song, and this is a wee special thing going on here. And I'm just going to put this guitar down, change guitars. And I don't know, some of you may remember last year, and I was wishing a lovely gentleman a happy birthday for his 99th birthday. And I said to him that I would looking forward to wishing him happy birthday on his 100th birthday. Well, his birthday is tomorrow, and he's 100. And he's been his name is Bob Fulton, and his son Roy have become great friends of this broadcast. And Bob has sent me a couple of songs that he sang, songs and wee videos, and it's fantastic. To see these videos, and he sent me a song. It was I'm 99 today. Well, he'll have to send me another version of it now that he's 100. But the kind of lovely, kind of young at heart kind of vibe that would come off Bob's videos. And so I'm going to sing. He's a big Robbie Burns fan, and his son. He doesn't watch it live, but he watches it with his son probably tomorrow. So I'm going to sing this for Bob's 100th birthday. Can you believe that? That's absolutely incredible. Congratulations, Bob. Well done. And this is my version of one of Burns's great songs. And it's got a chorus, so you can all sing this chorus for Bob, you know, and maybe send him a wee birthday wish as well if you fancy it. Here we go. Naught but care on every hand, and every hour that passes, oh, it signifies the worth, oh man, and 'twas nae for the lassies, oh. Green grow the rushes, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. Sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lassies, oh. The worldly race may riches chase, and riches still may fly them, oh. When at last they catch them fast, their heads can ne'er enjoy them. Green grow the rushes, oh. Sing it with me on. Green grow the rushes, oh. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lassies, oh. Give me a canty routine, my arms about my dearie, oh, and worldly cares and worldly men may all gae tapsel teary, oh. Green grow the rushes, oh, green grow the rushes, oh. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lassies, oh. This is why you sing it on your own. Are you all ready? A wee bit of global choir going on here. Columns in the school, columns in the house. Here we go. Green. It's beautiful, and that's so beautiful. I think we'll do it again. We're getting the vibe here in the old schoolhouse. Getting Bob Fulton's birthday vibe here. There we go. Are you on your own again? Green. There's naught but care on every hand, in every hour that passes, oh, it signifies the worth, oh man, and 'twas nae for the lassies, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lassies, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh. The sweetest hours that e'er I spent were spent among the lassies, oh. Thank you very much, and that was Robbie Burns' beautiful song, Green Grow the Rashes, and that was for Bob Fulton's 100th birthday tomorrow. So have a great day, Bob, and congratulations again. And I'll look forward to our number 101, and we'll continue with this wee song, which is another request. Just change guitars again. I use different guitar tunings, and it's easier to have another guitar already in the tuning. And this is... This is a wee song that we all sang during lockdown, and I've had so many requests to do it again. And the sentiment of this wee song is quite nice, and it's got a nice wee easy chorus for the global choir to join in with. And this was requested for by, I've got my wee thing of requests here. This is for Ashley King in Auckland, New Zealand, and for Gillian Haddo in New York City. So this is a wee song called Hold You Up. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a couple of things. I was telling you about the bees earlier on, and I had a real stressful day yesterday because my bees, I've got maybe 6 or 7 hives, and I don't, I used to do a lot of things to kind of manipulate the bees, but these days I just let the bees do their own thing. I quite enjoy just letting them do their own thing. So I knew they were going to swarm. And for those of you who don't understand about bees, swarming is just when a hive of bees has got enough honey built into it, lots of little babies grubs, then they make a new queen, and the old queen will take half the hive away and start a new colony. And that's how bees reproduce. They kind of keep splitting up like that. And it's fascinating. And I usually just let them go. But if they land on a post like the one in the picture on Facebook, I try and catch it, because it's great to have a swarm or another swarm of bees, and it's another colony you've got. But they were all happening so quickly, I don't have enough boxes. And I was going to show you this, because this is fascinating. I didn't get the video of this. So normally I'd have a couple of boxes with this kind of stuff in it, which is what the bees would use to build their comb on it and lay their eggs and stuff and that. But I didn't have any more, and I had a swarm, and I thought, well, I'll put them in this box, just leave them overnight, and then I'll get tomorrow morning, I'll be able to sort it all out, because it was kind of late in the day. And this is what they had built. This is the lid of the box. And that's what they built. I don't know if Jenny can get that on. In one night, you can see the lovely comb that they'd built and attached to the. This would be their natural way of building comb. Can you see that, Jen? Yeah. Yeah, and it's absolutely perfect, and it's beautiful. There was two of them actually. One broke off, but that was just in one night that I left them in because they're sort of so geared up to start the new colony that they start building straight away. So I just thought I'd share that wee thing with you. It's a marvel, and watching the bees. Well, actually, this is a kind of relevant song to have with bees, because the colonies are kind of like they kind of look after each other, you know. And they've all got their wee jobs and that, and it's fascinating. So we'll try this, and we'll try and get the chorus going. You'll know the chorus, but if you don't, you sing, I'm going to hold you up, on that you can't depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. I'm going to hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'm going to hold you up. And the keep you turned into the light was a weird thing that my father had said just before he passed away. He was a gardener all his life, and we were talking about flowers, and he'd said, if you just keep them turned into the light, because nothing thrives in the darkness. So here we go. Listen to me and I'll tell you what the old man said. It isn't difficult, believe me, it's all inside your head. We're standing here naked as the day that we were born. One step forward, another step, and then we must return. But I'm going to hold you up, on that you can depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. I'll hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'll hold you up, I'm going to hold you up. That's the chorus. You won't have another wee go ahead, so we've all got that. So we're all getting the choir going. All right, tight faces, yeah. Here we go. I'm going to hold you up, on that you can depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. I'll hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'll hold you up, I'm going to hold you up. They say we're on our own, but really that is not exactly true. We're all connected to each other with everything we do. And every action has a consequence that we may never see. The circle turning, ever turning, turning endlessly. Come on, noise. Oh, I'm going to hold you up, on that you can depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. Hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'll hold you up, I'm going to hold you up. It's a dying face. take a toast together wildly as we lose another day. All souls united, we wouldn't have it any other way. And like the dancer who with magic seems to glide across the floor, we're all just Mother Nature's children knocking at the door. And oh, I'm going to hold you up, on that you can depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. I'll hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'll hold you up, I'm going to hold you up. Let's just let you sing it on your own. You ready? Come. Here we go. I'm going to hold. I think we need to do that again. That's just I'm getting a good vibe coming through the walls of this old stone building here. Here we go, one again with a wee harmony or two. Here we go. I'm going to hold. Difficult, believe me, it's all inside your head. Standing here, naked as the day that we were born. One step forward, another step, and then we must return. Oh, I'm going to hold you up, on that you can depend. I'm the crazy fool that will be here until the end. Hold you up, keep you turned into the light, chase away your dangers, push your troubles out of sight. I'll hold you up, I'm going to hold you up, hold you up, hold you up. Well done, that was brilliant. I was enjoying that. That was getting a wee bit of a vibe here in the old school. We'll do one more wee song, and this is not a song I do very often. But I'll let you know how I got on with the bees because it is really a bit of a chaos. It's chaos out there. I'm going to have to. But the good thing about letting them do their own thing is that I lost a couple of swarms, and that you're kind of populating the natural bee. They go away and build a nest somewhere in the trees in the woods, and you're going to keep the population of bees, of natural bees out there, up, so that the good pollinating around the Butterstone. In fact, Butterstone has the best flowers and fruit in Scotland because there's that many of my lost swarms in the trees around the place. Anyway, we'll try this wee song, and there we go. This was a request. I'm going to read the request out here. This was a request for Jane and Brian French, who are in the Netherlands. Spent a lot of time in Holland in my youth. I loved it. Great fun. The only one problem with the Netherlands was it was a bit flat for me. Which used to a few more lumps, mountains and things. Through another day, some forgotten gentle words to say. You hold it in your heart. Never let it fall apart. There's beauty where she sleeps. There's beauty in the secrets that she keeps. You take it to your dreams, for nothing is the way it seems. In the wildest storm, in the thunder light, she will always be waiting here. And through unknown ways that will steal the bright, she will always be waiting here. Through an endless sky, carried by the winds that can't deny, you hold it to your heart. You never let it fall apart. The tree with branches strong, the river flowing ever endless on, the waters dark and deep will lead these weary eyes to sleep. In the wildest storm, in the thunder light, she will always be waiting here. And through unknown ways that will steal the bright, she will always be waiting here. In the wildest storm, in the thunder light, she will always be waiting here. And through unknown ways that will steal the bright, she will always be waiting here. Always waiting here. Thank you very much, and that was my wee song, Always Waiting Here, to bring to an end this wee half an hour Saturday night. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for Callum for coming up over and giving Jenny a hand with the technical stuff up there, and for singing. And thanks to the Tatty Faces for their usual immaculate performance. And all that's left for me to do now is to... I've got to remind you that it's time that you can buy your tickets for Live 184, which is a 1 hour special. And these ticketed ones help to kind of subsidise the whole kind of thing that we've been doing here over the last years. So I look forward to seeing you all then, and you can pass the word around. Final happy birthday to Bob when it comes tomorrow. And I hope you're all looking after each other and enjoying this the spring as it's happening. It's It's a wonderful time of the year. This is my favourite time of the year when everything just sort of comes alive. The bees certainly came alive yesterday all of a sudden, and it took me by surprise. But anyway, I hope you're all staying cheery and smiling like a tatty face, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye-bye now.